There are two main types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. They're different conditions, but they're both serious. There are some other rarer types of diabetes too. What all types of diabetes have in common is that they cause people to have too much glucose in their blood. But we all need some glucose. It's what gives us our energy. We get glucose when our bodies break down the carbohydrates that we eat or drink, and that glucose is released into our blood. We also need a hormone called insulin. It's made by our pancreas, and it's insulin that allows the glucose in our blood to enter our cells and fuel our bodies. If you don't have diabetes, your pancreas senses when glucose has entered your bloodstream and releases the right amount of insulin so glucose can get into your cells. But if you have diabetes, this system doesn't work. When you've got type 1 diabetes, you can't make any insulin at all. If you've got type 2 diabetes, it's a bit different. The insulin you make either can't work effectively or you can't produce enough of it. In both types of diabetes, because glucose can't get into your cells, it begins to build up in your blood. And too much glucose in your blood causes a lot of different problems. To begin with, it leads to diabetes symptoms like having to wee a lot, being incredibly thirsty and feeling very tired. You may also lose weight, get infections like thrush, or suffer from slow healing wounds. Over a long period of time, high glucose levels in your blood can seriously damage your heart, your eyes, your feet, and your kidneys. These are known as complications of diabetes. But with the right treatment and care, people can live a healthy life. And there's much less risk that someone will experience these complications. If you've got diabetes, you can find lots of information and support about living with it using our website and helpline. As well as campaigning for everyone with diabetes to get the right care, diabetes...
Oh, I'm so sorry. I understand that we couldn't hear the sound on that. I really do apologize for that, but I'm sure you saw the images and that probably will make some sort of sense to you. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Just want to welcome you, whether you're actually here in the Zoom or you're actually watching on whoever's platform that you may be watching from. My name is Olivia Rifai and I will be your host today. And today, a lot of people are unaware that today, the 14th of November, is actually World Diabetes Day. Yes. How many? Pop in the chat if you actually knew. Be honest. Be honest. Pop in the chat, or if you're watching live on anybody's page, be honest. Pop in the chat if you knew that today, November the 14th, was World Diabetes Day. Okay, one person said no. What? Another? Any more? Yeah. And that's amazing that a lot of people didn't know. You can Google it, that a lot of people didn't know that today is World Diabetes Day. And the funniest thing is that I'm sure if you've not suffered from diabetes, we have, every single person, I'm sure, that is either watching or here in this Zoom today does know of somebody that has got diabetes. Right, pop in the chat for that. If you're watching live, why don't you respond to that? Do you know somebody, or are you actually suffering with diabetes? Yeah, we all know of someone, even if we're not suffering from it ourselves, we know of somebody that has, or maybe your doctor has told you that you are pre-diabetic, the borderline of becoming diabetic, having diabetes. And the funniest thing is that nowadays around the globe, not just the UK, not just the USA, not just Africa, not just the Caribbean, not just India, but around the globe, diabetes is increasing. And if diabetes is increasing, that becomes, I would say, that is almost like a pandemic in itself. And so today I'm just really excited that I've got two special guests with me this evening. that is going to talk to us and actually that is going to talk to us and is actually going to, we've got one, we've got that is a nurse, so I'm going to get her. Gladys, say hello. You're unmuted. You can unmute yourself because I think I've made you co-host.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Okay, let me just spotlight you. So we're going to get some more information from Gladys, but Gladys is a nurse. So from a medical perspective, we're going to have a little bit more understand of what diabetes is, because some people are quite a little bit, you know, well, yeah, you're diabetic. It means that you've got too much sugar in you, and that's all that that person knows. But so Gladys is just going to enlighten us a little bit more about diabetes and how, you know, we can actually use good nutrition to either support our diabetes or actually use good nutrition to prevent diabetes. And this is why it's really important that you start inviting people to come onto this Zoom so that we can be more informed. To be more informed, then we will take the right choices. Yeah, well, not necessarily people will take the right choices, because sometimes we do know what is right for us, but we still don't know. My next guest I'm really excited about because she has got an amazing testimonial of how good nutrition supported and is now, I believe, going to the level of prevention now. And I'm going to call Sharon. Sharon, come and say hello and let's spotlight you.
Hello, everyone.
Now, what I love about this Zoom today is that this is an international, because we have Gladys all the way from Ireland, I believe. Gladys?
Italy.
Italy, all the way, see, all the way from Italy. And then we have got Sharon, you're from America or Canada?
America.
America. And I'm from the UK. And it's quite interesting because in all these countries, let's really about Italy, we could get onto that borderline because, you know, Italy, a lot of people are really eating kind of like healthy in Italy. But compared to UK and the USA and other countries, then definitely our nutrition needs some help as well. So Gladys, how long have you been a nurse for?
Wow, I've been a nurse since since 2011. So that's about 11 years now.
11 years. And from your experience of being a nurse, have you come across any patients in regards to diabetes?
Sure.
You have.
I have nursed a lot.
You have nursed
a lot. A lot.
Wow. And you know, I want this to be informative, but I also want this to be truthful. Okay? Because I think sometimes we cover up as in regards to our community. And when I talk about the community, I'm talking in regards to the ethnic community, the Black community, the Asian community. Sometimes we cover up and we pretend. So I want this to be very informative to help all of us out there, whether people are out there that have actually got diabetes or pre-diabetes or know somebody that has, and how we can support and help them better. So in your nursing life, and you said you have come in contact with some people that have got diabetes, be realistic. I know you live in Italy, all right, and so, you know, mixed culture, but be realistic. What is your, what ethnicity are you more concerned in regards to diabetes?
This is really a dicey one. Initially, I'm concerned about the African ethnic group, but with me staying or mixing up with the Europeans,
I see that everyone practically, I'm just concerned about everyone practically I come in contact with. Now, like you mentioned earlier, it's more or less becoming a pandemic. Diabetes is more or less becoming a pandemic. And sad to say, those who you feel should know how to take care of themselves better, or who literally have the Mediterranean diet, like you said, Italians eat well. Sad to say, everyone practically now is now falling below line. So everybody I come in contact with, if I come in contact, like out of 10, 7 will be diabetic. It's really amazing. And to the extent that I have nursed people and they've had amputation done because of gangrene. These are complications of diabetes.
Wow.
I've nursed those who have had problems with their sight, because diabetic practically is a systemic, it affects all your systems. So it's not only just like your pancreas, we're bringing down the blood glucose. And there is this mentality, so to say, human mentality. Now, it's not about, I thought it was more of the African mentality, but practically now it's about everybody and human mentality. People feel that, well, if the doctor or the GP found out that I am diabetic, I have they have medications, the government will provide this, I will use that, and that's fine. But they are so myopic about it, they're just looking at that immediate, oh, I'll just take medications to bring down the blood glucose, but they are not thinking of the preventive aspects of their health.
Mhm.
For me, before I even became a nurse, I am more of preventive than curative. I am more of being on the natural side, using natural things before the last resort. For me, my last resort is always going to orthodox medicine or anything. I use natural things first and prevent things first before going to that, to the extreme. And people, they just think, oh, I'll just take the medications. They've forgotten even these medications have side effects on all that system. And if not properly managed, it's going to have other complications like I mentioned earlier.
Wow. Now that is very, very concerning that you're saying the amount of people that you see, it's come to 7, 10. Out of 10 people, 7 of them. That is a concern. That is a concern for everyone. Because like as I mentioned before, it's either, if you're not diabetic, what at least one of us knows somebody that has got diabetes. And it's amazing that you actually say that, because the reality, let's talk about the reality, is that when people are not thinking about prevention because of the society that we're living in, and mainly I would have thought that it was more the Western world that actually have this ignorance that, well, you know what, we've got medication here that could help us. But it's not that. You're also mentioning about the after effects, the other things that can happen in regards to people's eyesight and being amputated as well. Wow. Let's just move. I don't know, because I've been going between both of you, and so Gladys, I'm going to be asking you, when Sharon starts talking about her testimonial, I'm going to be asking her some questions. I'm going to be asking you to interject on this. For those of you that have actually just joined us today, whether you're watching via anybody's social media platform, and yes, I am live. For those of you that were asking, I am live, but on a different platform. So we are live on Facebook, and we are live on other platforms, YouTube, and other platforms as well. So let's move to Cheryl. And if you're here in this Zoom today, and you have got an amazing testimonial about how Good Nutrition has supported or prevented, then please let me pop it in the chat, and I may call upon you to say your comments. But Sharon, let's go to you, because before I even go to you, I wonder if I can do this without it disturbing, or you might. If I wonder if you can do it, because I think it might actually disturb the recording. Is that beautiful picture that you showed me? That beautiful picture of your. Let's ask you questions. Well, let's keep people waiting first, because I saw that and I thought, wow, this is amazing. So tell me, what's your story? Were you diabetic, or how did you know that you were diabetic? What were you doing before you even discovered? What was your life before you actually even discovered that you were diabetic?
Well, before I got to know, well, I live my normal life like anybody would say, because if nobody tells you that you're diabetic, you don't know easily. So I just live my normal life, having my children. Well, I noticed during my second child, I have to go do my glucose check. So from there, they kept telling me, you need to reduce this, you need to reduce that, which I kept doing. Then when I had my third born, the same thing, but the doctor told me I'm on the borderline. So, well, I said, okay, no, I don't have it. And that is one thing that normally affects us, as in people, we don't want to admit. We don't want to admit. Even if you are asking, because I remember then when I go for my mammogram, then they were like, those questions like, are you diabetic? I don't want to put it there because I don't want to admit that I I have it. Even though they told me I'm on the borderline, But when it gets to like 4-5 years ago, I was given a medication. So I started using medication for my diabetic, even though I don't like to use medication, but I was given the medication. So I started using it. Of course, I'm also on the, big side. I have this weight. Losing weight has been a big issue for me.
Can I just stop you 1 second, Shell? Because you're going fast, and I really want to break this down. You said something that you didn't want to admit it. Why is it that you didn't want to admit it?
I don't know.
Was it the stereotype?
Everybody knew that diabetic is not something good. So we don't want to accept it, which I am one of them. I do not want to accept that I'm diabetic.
And do you think that sounds like, I mean, Gladys, jump into this because we're having a conversation. And please, we're having a conversation because this is going to get really, really good. And please, guys that are here in the Zoom, please put your in. Let's have a conversation here because this is a serious matter here. No, you didn't want to admit it. And there are a lot of people, Gladys, you probably have experienced that as well, why people do not want to admit it. Is there anybody here that's in the Zoom that can explain to us why people are in some sort of denial? They don't want to admit when the doctor says you are either pre-diabetic. Let's deal with that first, because that is the hurdle. Because if people are not dealing with when someone says you're diabetic, and then you're refusing to accept that, then you're not going to get the right help that you need. Yeah, because you're going into denial stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
So for you, did you feel, Cheryl, did you feel that it was because people will stereotype you, that people will feel that, that you're a failure because you're diabetic? What was going through your mindset? Because you're going to be helping people out there. What was going through?
yeah, I was like, no. Maybe I was thinking is my age, like I'm too young to have this.
Right.
You understand?
That's interesting.
Yes.
You're too young to have this. That's interesting because Gladys, has diabetes got a tag on age?
No, the sickness does not have age barrier. You can even see, you can meet with children that are maybe a year old, 2 years, or 2 to 5 years. Preschool children are diabetic. So it's beyond age.
Thanks, Sean, for saying that, because there are people that might be out there now that are actually in denial, that do not want to accept it, because maybe in their mind they may be thinking that either, like you said, maybe too young, or feeling that I might be a failure if people know that I'm diabetic, or they feel that they're going to be stereotyped or stigmatized about it. So that's the first hurdle that we have to get through, that. So how did you, so you went to the doctors and you found out through pregnancy. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
And some people don't even get to find out through that. So carry on. This is quite interesting.
Yes. So then I was given the medication, which I started using. I don't even use it daily because I don't like I don't like medication. So I didn't use it daily like that. So, and again, like I said, I was on the big side. I have this heavy weight. So coming across this product and adding good nutrition to what I eat, even though then doctor will keep telling me, don't eat this, don't eat that.
Okay, just hold on just there. Hold on 1 second before you even go, because this is really getting interesting. I want to really dig, because you're going to be helping somebody, because you've got an amazing testimonial. Now, I'm just looking at the chat here, and let's have a conversation on this, Sharon. Let's have a conversation on this, Gladys, and anybody else. Some people are saying that because of denial. Some people said people deny doctors' reports. Now, a lot of people, especially within the Black community, I would say, let's be honest, a lot of people, it's everyone, but a lot amongst the Black community, I love that, faith, because I know someone that is a Christian, and I don't know whatever faith, religious background or faith that you have, but is this thing about faith, where they say, I know that in my old church, and they still say it in church, whose report will you believe? Would you believe the reports of the doctors, or would you believe in the report of God? And nobody's saying, criticizing that, but let's be realistic. For those people that believe in faith, and whatever your faith belief system is that sometimes God creates something to bring awareness so that you can be informed to get that knowledge, to get that help. So don't see it as, and the reason why I say this, and the reason why I'm highlighting this, is because in my profession as a clinical specialist sonographer, I have to scan people. And when I scan people, I know when I go to church, I used to have this conflict of people saying, when you hear in the church, maybe, I don't know if they say it in the mosque or things like that, whose report are you? But don't believe the report of the doctors. Whose report do you believe? And I write, as my profession, I have to write a report. So then there was a conflict in my mind to say, right, but I'm writing the report. Are people now praying against me? This is what I can see in my report, and I have to write this report. So is the church community praying against my report? Do they want me to write the wrong report? So because of that, then I realize, and what I use, and ladies and gentlemen that are here today, what I say to people sometimes, if they're Christians and stuff outside the work community, I say, my job requires me to write this report. These are the facts of the report. But as a Christian, you can use the facts of the reports. Pray to your God, whichever you want. As a Christian, we pray to God, as a Muslim, whatever. Use that and ask God to give you wisdom of where you can get the help. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to this clearly, because this faith thing is very important. There are churches, there are faith things that will tell you don't believe. You need to believe, but use the knowledge that you've got and ask God to give you the wisdom of where you can get that help. Yeah? Yes. Yeah, someone's put, yeah, Gladys, do you want to comment on that? And Sean, I'm going to get you to comment on that.
I want to just briefly say something, because I resonate with you. Working in the hospital and telling somebody this, and they say, no, God forbid, or say, your leg is gangrene and we need to amputate your foot or so, and say, no, we keep on praying. Now, like you said, basically, God has given each one of humans that intelligence. And that's why we could go as far as respecting your profession. You could imagine, you can do imaging and see beyond what I can see on the physical. And you can see inside and give a report. Now, where we get it all wrong is that this, like you were saying at the tail end, this report is for you to quickly grab this at the grassroots, so to say, or at the initial stage. Pray, use whatever your doctor says, and you add prayer to it, and you get your whole healing, and it's holistic. Because we're talking about holistic here. Holistic has to do with your physical, your emotional, your psychology, your social, and your spiritual self. Mm-hmm. So people tend to go towards spiritual and leave every other thing. So when it gets worse, it seems as if God has not answered. But God was there at the beginning. He gave you that, he gave somebody that intelligence that could help you detect something that you could have quickly taken care of before it got to a bad stage.
Wow, I love that.
People don't really take this. And good to say, Sean was saying, yes, she was denying it, but thank God she quickly accepted it. People think when you give people reports, people look at you as the devil, or you are trying to wish them bad. It is not that. We are talking about catching this thing at the grassroots. Like, and you said, God has put things in place. Do we remember when God created the first human pair? Both you be a Christian, a Buddhist, a Muslim, we knew that Adam and Eve were the first person God created, and God put them in the Garden of Eden and gave them fruits from the trees. Why did God give them fruits from the trees and vegetation?
Wow.
We cannot be smarter than the wisdom of the Almighty. And we in medicine, all those tablets we give you people, do you know they are the pharmacists? They study the composition of plants, extract some certain compounds from plants, and make it, add other compounds and make it into capsules to give us to take. Mm-hmm. So why don't we go to the grassroots?
Yeah, I love that. I love that, Gladys. I love that. That is so powerful. So, Shell, what are your comments? Carry on with your story. This is interesting.
Yes, so then I decided to cut down on my weight, and I started using different things, even different solutions that I would mix together, all because I see people using them. Then this almost cost my life. I end up developing a thyroid, all other issues in my system. And well, to the glory of God, I'm here today. I'm able to talk about it. But then, I was like a dead person alive. So, then I continued with this medication. At a point, I dropped it. Like I said, I did not want to use. But each time I go back to my doctor, he will tell me, you're not using your medication. And I'll be like, yeah, I don't. He said, no, you need to use them. this is something that is going to help you. I said, okay. But truth be told, I don't like to use medication. Then I tried, okay, I will not eat this today. Maybe for a whole week, I'll watch out what I'm consuming. After that, I forgot it, you know? So the consistency is not there for me to monitor myself. But the moment I came across our products, it's really, really helps. It gives me a long way, as in a big difference in my lifestyle. And of course, before it's another story, because before I embrace this product, it's a fight. It's a big issue. Like, I don't want to use it because I don't like to take anything, like I said. But I jump into it all because of the business. But like now, I tell stories a lot. I do my talking here and there. Then I kept saying, even though I jump into this because of business, but I gain a lot of health benefits than the money that I went for. Today we are just talking about diabetic, but I'll tell you, I have a whole lot of health benefits from this product.
So let's break that down, because this is really exciting. So you started to use these products, and these products, anybody that wants to know, if you don't know about these products, please contact the person that whose page you may be watching on. Or if you're here in the Zoom and somebody has invited you, they will tell you a bit more about these products. But these are products that are fruits, veg, and berries that are actually being put into capsules that is supporting you in living a healthier lifestyle. So now let's just go back a little bit so that people could get an understanding. How did that support you in living a healthier lifestyle? What was it doing for you? How did you use it to actually support you? And then the second part of that question is, has this controlled your diabetes by changing your lifestyle and using these products?
Greatly.
Right. So how were you using it? What were you, was it the fruits, the vegetables, or how to explain to us?
Okay, before I go into that, normally, like we all know, we don't eat enough fruits.
Yeah.
Not eating enough fruits is not even my own issue, but I don't eat fruits. Like, I have so much allergies to most of these fruits. Even carrots, I cannot eat carrots. I cannot eat apple, celery, and these are good stuffs that I need, to help me in my nutrition life. But coming to our products, it's so surprising. I saw apple, and I didn't have any reaction to it. We have carrots in it as well. I didn't have any reaction to it. I will not lie to you, about last month, I landed at the ER all because of eating carrots. I ended up getting EpiPen from the doctor. Oh. This is how bad the allergy, got into me. So when I started with the product, I started using all 4 of our products along with the shake. So then I use my shake as my breakfast. Then I normally blend my capsules and everything together in one. So I blend it together and I take it like that. So, and after a while, I noticed all these changes. I go to my doctor. My doctor kept telling me, wow, everything is going well. He was like, oh, now you are using your medication. I said, I'm still not using it because I really don't like, taking them. I was able to take our product because I have the option of blending in my smoothie. So that really helps me a lot. And this is what I tell people. Don't tell me, oh, it's too big or I can't swallow. It's okay. You can blend it. You can open it in your whatever drink, smoothie, anything. Then you use it because it really helps. And of course, not just the capsules alone, not just the product alone. I also embrace this exercise through my shred 10 gang, that has been so wonderful. People, I can see, I would say I'm lazy, but I like convenience. So I don't want to disturb myself. I don't go to gym. I don't do this. Of course, I will gain the weight will be there for me. But through the short term gang, this little exercise that is being given to us, I took it so seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And before I know what is going on, I started cutting off some, weight, all my abandoned clothes. I tried it on. Of course, I bought a scale. My husband was like, "What do you want to do with this scale? Don't we have one at home?" I said, "No, this one is for me. I need to monitor myself, So every day, I get myself on the scale. Every day. Until I realized I was going down from 239 to 209.
Wow.
It was like, wow.
Amazing.
So I was so happy. And of course, I won't forget this. I started this product last year, April. I bought the whole thing. I just put it on the side. I never use. Like I said, I don't like to use anything. But my mommy, she got sick. I took her to ER. Over there, all the medication that was given to her, like, makes everything to rise up again, a sugar level, a blood pressure, everything. So they end up discharging her with a bunch of medications. We go home. She kept complaining that each time, the moment she finished using all this medication, her tummy would start vibrating. I said, oh goodness, these medications are just too much, because they are trying to force the numbers down. So I was not like, okay, I go to Zoom all the time. People talk about this. This product is working, is doing that. Let me even start it with you. Even though I'm not doing this.
Humans.
I can never start with you. Let's see what, because, I still don't see myself like, wow. So I said, let me start it with you. Then I started with my mom. I will not lie to you. Like we used to say, people are different. Our body reacts differently. But this is my mom that she was using insulin. She cut off her insulin through this product. She doesn't use insulin anymore.
And did the doctors authorize her not to use it?
Yes.
The doctors confirmed.
Yes,
and that's really important.
The doctor confirmed it.
Okay, so that's really important for anybody that might be hearing the Zoom or watching on anybody's social media platform, is that she's saying that her mother has stopped taking the insulin, but it was under the directions of the doctor because she changed her nutrition through these amazing products, and her lifestyle supported her diabetes, where she's not actually taking the insulin injection again. That is absolutely amazing. Now, I'll come back to you, Gladys. There's a question I want to ask you in regards to these amazing products. Now, we know that a lot of people know that in regards to diabetes, the sugar level. Okay, the sugar level, and even we understand for some people, from my understanding, is that even like someone that is diabetic, shouldn't have too much fruits. They've got to even have control on their fruits. But these products, fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule, and the shakes. Someone may ask the question, why I'm not allowed to take so much fruits? How beneficial are these to support people in living a healthier lifestyle? Just explain just briefly explain with that.
Yeah. These products are really, really amazing. They are not processed like people say, oh, they are already processed. What they just simply did to these products, or first of all, to the farm produce, is that the company itself cultivates it. So they cultivate it under careful conditions. They didn't add anything to it to the soil. They made it to grow in its natural state. And importantly, they allowed these fruits, these berries, and other things to get ripened itself completely before harvesting. Now, the scientific rationale behind that is that when you allow fruits or vegetables to get to their full ripeness stage before harvesting, they unlock all their nutritional components in it. So there's a great difference between what you buy from the shop and what you're getting from this company. And I want to take our mind back for we of the African descent who those days used to have orchards in our close to our houses. You know, we have this papaya tree. I remember those days we had papaya tree in my daddy's house. We had guava tree, and our neighbors had mango trees, and some have oranges. So those days, I remember when we have runny nose, we have a cold, flu, we just simply climb the trees, we sit down there and eat enough oranges or guavas or mangoes, and the following day, flu is gone. Why? Because we got them ripened from this source. So this produce, they have unlocked all their nutrients. And so when they were capsulating it, what they simply did was to remove the excess or too much fructose. Fructose is the sugar occurring in fruits. They remove those fructose from it and leave the pulp with the full nutrients for us. Mm-hmm. And so when you take it, it gives you a shot. And much to that is that when you take this, the liver don't need to synthesize it. It's bioavailable. It goes straight to your bloodstream. And since they are truly natural, the cells immediately, the receptors in the cells immediately knows that something natural that I can make use of immediately has gotten into my system. So let me take it. You see all the cells of your body, organs, body tissues wanting to take these things quickly. Wow. And they make use of it immediately.
Lovely. I just love that. That's a good explanation about these amazing products that can actually support you. Sharon, let's go back to you. So the question I want to ask is, so are you still diabetic?
No.
You're not diabetic anymore?
No.
Has the doctor, we want to hear it from you, if you're no longer diabetic, who has confirmed that you are no longer diabetic, please?
My doctor. I still went for my visits last time. Of course, my weight cut off so much. And he was like, wow, I'm really doing great. So he doesn't give me any prescription anymore. So.
All right, I'm going to ask you that question again for the benefits of the people that maybe they just missed that, okay? Because I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to coerce you into saying something, all right?
Sure.
So for the benefits of the people that are actually in this Zoom today, and for the benefits of those people that might be watching over whatever social media platform that you are watching, from whoever's page you are watching. Now, Sharon, you are diabetic. The doctors confirmed. I feel like I feel that I'm in a courtroom, right? Trying to interpret. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want people to clear that this is not medication, all right?
Yeah, it's not.
But this is good changing, because at the end of the day, this is the World Diabetic Day today, and good nutrition can either support you in regards to your diabetes, or it can actually prevent. Now, Sharon, the doctors confirmed to you how many years ago that you were diabetic? Okay.
Yeah, that would be, let me say, with my last one, that would be 8 years ago.
8 years ago. And so you decided to embark on a journey of good nutrition and changing your lifestyle. And on that embarking on that journey of good nutrition, changing your lifestyle, that is eating well or as well as possible, including a little bit of exercise. I believe that you will be drinking if you're changing your lifestyle and taking these amazing products to boost up your fruits, vegetables, and berries into your system, which we've already heard Nurse Gladys say they are bioavailable, that go straight into your bloodstream, that can act quicker in regards to response to your body. All right. Now, you are now confirming to us. Can I ask the question, Shell? Are you now still diabetic?
No.
And may I ask the question now, Shell? Who has confirmed that you are no longer diabetic?
My doctor.
Your doctor. Guys, one thing I want to highlight to you. Changing your lifestyle, getting good nutrition. The key is the good nutrition. Changing your lifestyle. Now, you may be able to have your fruits and your vegetables, they're out, in the supermarket, and that is good. You need to have that. But to get enough, as we've heard Nurse Gladys say, to get enough nutrition inside of your body to start working in harmony with you alongside your lifestyle are these amazing products that are simply fruits, veg, berries, and plant-based omega. And that's the difference. That is the difference. Now, Sharon, if I could just ask you, please, you have an amazing, because you know what? You are just talking right now. And right now, there are some people that are on the fence that saying, please, what? That's her saying. I believe that seeing is also believing. So you said you were a certain weight, you were diabetic. The doctors put you on medication, even though you were stubborn, you were in denial, you were finding every excuse. But you could have taken that medication, in all honesty, and you should have been taking that medication alongside changing your lifestyle. Yeah? Because we do not encourage people to stop their medication, what the doctors are giving. But along your lifestyle, you could have been taking these products and changing your lifestyle. You still would have got the same results, really and truly. And then the doctors would have told you stop taking the medication anyway. But seeing is really believing. And so therefore, I want you to just show, because there are some people that are on this and going, the Nigerians are going, okay, the Ghanaians are going, all right, the Karen people are going, too talk, let us see it. The English people say, oh, really? Well, let's see these results. Is that really true? So we want you to show us the evidence, physical evidence of you. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me get the picture out.
Actually, I think I might be able to get the picture out. Let me see if I can get the. Actually, I think I could share. I think I might be able to share. Let's just see. Yep, I could share. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the same lady. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I don't know if this is the same lady. Can you see that picture? Can everyone see that picture?
Wow.
Now, Sharon, I need to ask you, because I need to speak on behalf of the doubters here. Yeah? I need to speak on behalf of the doubters, those people that are on the fence. Please, can you confirm the lady that is on the right side of my screen? Could you confirm your full name? Who is this person on the right side of the screen?
That is Oluwaseun Olaniyan.
Right, okay. And please, Oluwaseun, could you now confirm the person on the left side of my screen?
The same lady, Oluwaseun Olaniyan.
Can you please confirm that the person that is on the right side of my screen, she was pronounced as diabetic?
Yes.
She was. So can you now confirm that the person on the left side of my screen has been by the doctors saying it, no longer diabetic.
Yes.
And may I ask you one more last question, Miss Shell? Can you please confirm that this is you or not you? This could be your sister, your mother, or friend. Can you please confirm that?
This is me, Johanna.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, this is a lady that has been speaking shown. She was diabetic. The doctor said that she was diabetic. Okay, she was on medication. One thing that she did was really naughty. She didn't take the medication, even though the doctors did tell her to take the medication. However, she decided to embark on changing her lifestyle. So she decided to change her lifestyle by changing her nutrition, getting more exercise aside of her, drinking water, changing her lifestyle as much as she can. Because I want you to be honest, Sean. Are you 100%? Because this is going to help people. We're here to help people. This is the reason why we're doing this. Do you 100, to be honest, be really sincere and be honest, all right? Are you 100% on it in regards to your nutrition? Or you do have some days that might be, you might have some naughty days?
No, I'm 100% on my good nutrition, my daily exercising. That's it.
Right.
I'm not product.
Okay. So you don't have any cheat days. You don't have like, think you're 100%. You don't have any ice cream. You don't have anything like that.
Oh, okay. I don't do ice cream, but what I do to myself, because like I do tell people I don't want to be too skinny, so I give myself my weekend free. But even at that, I don't eat junk. I watch what I eat.
Right. That's important. The reason why I'm saying that is because
Yeah.
there's some people that want to embark on this journey may find it a struggle that, wow, I've got to cut out everything. But you have embarked on this journey, and you say that weekends that you know, not going overboard, but you know, you might have some things that you may enjoy. But the important thing is that majority of your lifestyle is living a healthier lifestyle with the support of these amazing products, with that exercise, with that drinking of water. So you would say probably that, would you say that you're probably about 80% living that good healthy lifestyle, and maybe about 20% having your cheat days? Would you say that? I said, would you say that you are 80% of following that healthy lifestyle, and then the 20% you might be having those cheat days? Oh, I think your volume has gone.
Yeah, I don't know. A call just came.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Got
Cool.
everything mixed up.
Okay. I'm asking that. I'm going to stop sharing. Can you see that? Anybody here? You want to take a picture? You want to share this? Look at that. Look at her. She looks so beautiful. This is just absolutely amazing. I love it. Well done, Shell. Why am I saying this? Because I want us to be realistic, okay? Because when we're telling people to change their lifestyle, some people in their head may feel that I can't do it 100%. But it's better for you to start the journey than not start the journey at all. That's the honest truth. And when you start that journey, whether it is for 5% that you start your journey and it starts increasing to 10%, 20%, and you know, till you get to at least 80 to 90%. And if, you know, hopefully you will get to 100%. I have cheat days as well. But we take that conscious mind, that conscious thought to start really thinking about what we eat and stuff. I'm not going to lie with you and say, today I had a pizza. Someone bought pizza at work. I don't even like pizza, actually. But they bought this veggie. Oh, my God. It was a vegetarian pizza, mushrooms and leeks on that pizza. I don't really like pizza. I asked my husband, I don't like pizza. But someone was saying, but I have it. But I take every day that conscious effort to live a healthier lifestyle. And if you live that healthier lifestyle more often than not, then you most likely will start getting fantastic results. I don't want to sit down here and say, oh yes, eat your fruits, eat your lettuce and stuff, and then because not everybody has that willpower. But if you have the willpower to start the journey, the support of our products can help you to support that journey. Getting good nutrition inside of you is really important. Gladys, what do you want to say?
You know, as you were saying this, about 80% and 20%, you know, yes, of course, we will have our cheat days or we want one or two treats. But you know, one thing this marvelous product does to you is this. It does what is called metabolic programming to you. As once you start taking these products, your body starts yearning for plant-based nutrition. For me, I can't do without having shakes and blending it with berries. A lot of berries. I have raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, and kiwis. Sometimes I do the green smoothie shakes. You know,
I love that.
I still eat once in a while. Like what you say, I'm an Italian, so I like pizza. I make good pizza. But what I'm trying to say is your body yearns for plant-based nutrition. On a normal good day, I won't eat broccoli. But I am someone now who eats broccoli like I will eat yam with sauce. I will take broccoli with sauce instead. So this is what our product does to the human body. You like it or you leave it. You want to doubt it or not. Our human body, we originally humans were made from the dust. We are made from the earth. And so when we put things that are natural from the earth into ourselves, our body recognizes it. We should just think about God's wisdom in everything He has made. He made us from the dust. He gave us plants that grows from the soil. And you know, the soil has its components, its metals, its nutrients. And that's what we are made of. That's what practically we are made of. God didn't give us any genetically modified organisms. So why do you want to start feeding your body, your cells, and everything that way? I want to quickly go to what Thomas Edison says. He said the doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will instruct his patients in care of human frame, in diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease. This is what Thomas Edison said. Very soon, we are getting close there. Doctors will start telling you, go watch what you're eating. They're getting food to this way now with COVID. Now we know what is happening. So our product is just marvelous. We have gold. In fact, not just gold. We have diamond, precious stones in our hands that can help your body to program itself again and make you yearn for good nutrition.
Wow, I love that. We're coming to an end to this, but there's one thing that I just want to quickly say before I get the last words from Sharon and the last words from Nurse Gladys, is that you may be asking, what are these products? How can I get a hold of these products? I need some more information on these products to help me to support in regards to getting good nutrition inside of you. Today, for those of you that might be just joining, today is World Diabetes Day, the November the 14th, and we are saying that good nutrition can either support or prevent your diabetes. We have amazing products can support you in that journey of getting good nutrition inside of you. And for many of you that are saying that, well, I hear what you say, Olivia, I hear what you say, Gladys, I hear what you say, Sharon, you know, it sounds good. You're talking about capsules and things like that. I'm not really into that. We do have, you might be thinking that I want to eat. I want to literally eat my fruits and my vegetables. Well, why don't you do something even better than that? Why don't you grow your own fruits and vegetables? We have an amazing product with us as well called the Tower Garden. And the Tower Garden is actually where you can have a little farm in the comfort of your own home. And it's inexpensive. as well. You don't need any soil. If you want to know more about it, then please go back to the person. But it's a tower garden where you can actually grow your own fruits and your own vegetables in the comfort of your home. And by the way, you do not need a garden to be able to actually grow this. You grow it in, you have a room, you put it there. It doesn't take up much space. And you can have fresh. We're talking about fresh, not from the supermarket where we're doubting whether it's fresh or not. You can actually be cutting off your fruits and your vegetables and eating it fresh. Just like where, if you come from Africa, if you come from the West Indies, back home, having something where you pluck it off the tree and have it fresh. You can have that. So we also have that. So if you are interested in this, what we call the tower garden, all right, growing. And right now, because of the world that we are in and the way that, you know, recession and things are going up, the cost of living is going up, why not? If you're going to the supermarket and you have to buy these fruits and vegetables that are now increasing because they've got to import it and stuff, why don't you use the wisdom in regards to saving money and having your own tower garden in your own home to grow so that you can have your own fresh fruits and vegetables and you know where it's coming from as well. So again, if you are interested or you want to know more about that tower garden, please go back. If you're watching from my page, come to me. If you're watching from Sharon's page or Gladys' page or anybody else's page that you may be watching this from, if you're watching it from somebody's page, that means that they're actually connected to where you can get these products, whether it is for the capsules, the nutrition in the capsules, or the nutrition on your tower garden. Either way, if you're watching it on a social media page or somebody's social media page, they've probably been connected to that. So you can actually go back to that person on their social media page and get more information. Good nutrition is good. It's not about nutrition, it's about good nutrition. And what we're presenting to you is not just nutrition, we are presenting to you good nutrition.
Good nutrition.
How you can get good nutrition into your bloodstream, how you can get good nutrition into your body. That is what we're advocating. And we know that good nutrition can either support your diabetes or actually prevent you from being diabetic. So thank you so much. We're going to hear the last word. Cheryl, what would you want to say with your amazing testimonial? I mean, you're going around spreading the good news of good nutrition. What is your last word that you want to say to anybody that may be watching right now?
Okay, to everybody watching right now, and of course I saw some texts going down there like, oh, I also want to lose the weight. Well, you can do it. Everybody can do it. You just have to put your mind there, consistency, you know, make it your habit, you know. Don't make it hard on yourself. I find it so fun when I'm doing my dancing, you know, everybody knows me to that. Even people that don't see me all the time, they're like, oh, I see you all the time. Yeah, it's okay. You know, you don't have to be ashamed. It's not difficult to do. Whatever you see me post, like I tell people, 52 seconds a day is not too much. And that's all I do. Exercising a day. If you can go more than that, that's fine. But that's all I do, along with my good nutrition, and it works. So you can do it. Don't wait for another time. Just embrace this good nutrition. It's going to help you, and it, you know, you will see your results.
Wow, thank you so much. And Nurse Gladys, what are your last words to say on this World Diabetic Day? What would you want to say to the people out there?
Well, I want to tell people that, well, first, your health is your wealth. And when you have health, you have everything. Don't be too skeptical. Yes, it's normal to be skeptical, but don't be too skeptical because you might be doubting your blessings away. People have used things and people are saying, oh, I've used a lot of things and you're just telling me about fruits and vegetables. How come I can just go buy them? People, the same people say they can go buy them, will never won't buy them. Or they will just buy some few handful of some. But the daily requirements or intake of fruits and vegetables is 7 to 13 different varieties. We're talking about varieties. It's not just an apple a day that keeps the doctor away. We tell you that is a synergy of fruits and vegetables that keep doctors away. So why don't you try this and help your cells, both your hepatic cells, both your beta cells in the pancreas, to help the insulin to either secrete well or to help the body to make use of the insulin very well. And one thing again I want to let people know is even the fruits, the doctor said, oh, don't eat fruits. I know sometimes you get half information from the medical world. The fruit itself, when you take them, the body don't need insulin to make use of those fructose. It goes into the cells by diffusion. You could go Google that or check that out. So using fruits and vegetables goes a long way to help your body, especially diabetes. Remember, it affects all your whole system, both from your side to your kidneys, to some other parts of your body, even to fertility for some women. Please don't play with your health. We are out to help you. And I think if we're not doing anything good, or we don't want to really pass a good information, these women here, bringing out their faces, these are reputable women of substance coming out to tell you people continuously about something they have used. I have done my own, I have my own transformation picture, but it's not for me today to show. And we are here telling you this. I don't think we want to be lying. We are reputable women. We are people who take trust, honesty as something that is very, very precious to us. So we'll not be telling you lies, showing our faces and talking about good nutrition, good nutrition. That is where we are heading to very soon. They're going to take nutrition as our medicine now. So guys, don't doubt your blessings away, please.
I love that. Don't doubt your blessings away. So guys, like I said in the beginning, you may know somebody. Oh, did you want to say something, Cheryl?
Yes. I just want to buttress on your tour guiding because it's something I love. I have one and it's really good. You know, if you are thinking of getting it, you are not making a mistake. I will tell you, when I started going mine early this year, and I started investing since April up to now, I've not gone to market to get any pepper. Wow. So I'm telling you, the tour guide is really good. It's really good. It can save you a whole lot. You know, from your garden to your table. I don't do much of the veggies, but I do tomatoes, I do pepper. You know, these are something that can cost you a lot because if you don't go to African store, you don't get all this. And you know, whatever you go to African store to get, it's always expensive here.
Yeah.
So that can save you a lot. And don't think, oh, what can I have on my tour garden that is so special? Of course, you can have a lot because I have my okra from the tour garden.
Wow.
I have my water leaf on my tour garden. I have my kale. I have tomato, a lot of tomato. I saw them in my freezer. A lot of pepper that I saw in my freezer. You know, and the aroma, I'm telling you, is different from the one they've already, display in the store. So you want to try the tour garden. Once you start, just get it. You love it.
I love that, and we're going to probably do another call like this in regards to the tower garden so that you guys can see. I know I've done it in the past, but we'll do another one. But my last note for everyone before we leave is this: two things. You're either diabetic, pre-diabetic, or you know somebody that is diabetic. Why don't you give them the gift of good nutrition? Why don't you give yourself the gift of good nutrition? Get these products. Let it support you. Find out what these products are. Let it support you on your journey to living a healthier lifestyle. You can't go wrong with good nutrition going inside of your bloodstream. So why don't you try it? So whether you know somebody, tell them, I've heard about some products that can support you. It's going to kickstart their journey. So please, this is World Diabetic Day. Please go out there. I'm asking you this evening or this afternoon or this morning, wherever you're watching, contact somebody that you know that's got diabetes and say, it's time for you to kickstart your journey to living a healthier lifestyle. And I've got something that is going to help you, to support you in doing so. And whether it is the products or whether it is them getting a tower garden and growing their own fruits and vegetables in the comfort of their home. That is really, really important. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for those of you that have joined us in this amazing Zoom, and your comments have been absolutely amazing. And like I said, please go back to whoever's page that you may be watching this, because whoever's showing you on their page, on their social media page, is definitely connected to where you can get these, either these products or where you can get this tower garden. So please go back to them. Remember, Christmas is around the corner, and just like what Sean said, we are in this time of recession around the world. So rather than going out there to buy, because they say that, well, poverty might happen, you know, the cost of living. People, if the cost of living goes up, then people are not going to be able to live healthy. They're going to find things of eating unhealthy because of the cost of living. Well, we've got good news for you. The cost of living can go up, but by getting your tower garden or by getting these amazing products that can bridge the gap to what you do eat and what you should eat, then at least you're getting good nutrition. So don't believe the hype that the cost of living, and so therefore you cannot live a healthier lifestyle. We've got amazing products that can support you at a valuable rate for you to live that healthier lifestyle. So please go back to that person. Nurse Gladys, thank you so much for your time. I know that you're very, very busy, and I really, really appreciate for you to jump on this to help people around the globe in regards to their good nutrition. Sean, what an amazing story. What an amazing testimony for you and your mother. Thank you for sharing your heart, sharing your thoughts, because that testimony is going to help so many other people that may be going through that process, going through that thinking process, and now have found an answer to say, right, if she can do it, then I can do it too. So thank you so much, and hopefully we'll come back to speak to you about some other testimonials and some other stories as well. So good night, everyone. Love you all so, so much. I'm going to try and unmute everyone so that they could say good night to the world, because I'm sure they want the world to hear their voices. They don't want to hear just my, Gladys, and Sean's voice. They're probably saying that, oh, but we want our voices to be heard too. So you can all say good night so that the world can hear your beautiful voices in harmony. You can unmute yourselves and say good night.
Good night, Mama. Thank you so
That was good though, Faith. That was really good.
Right. Now I can push you.
Oh my God, I'm still live.